With what I watched in the video, I was able to learn how to change documents so that they don't look boring in a way that I didn't know. What I saw first in the video was change the color palette of the document so that everything looks more contrasting, and then modify the font and color of the titles so that they are more striking from a specific section of work. I didn't know this, and I usually do this individually, changing the font, color, and size of each work. Likewise, another thing that I didn't do before and now I will apply is to search for information or images online without having to leave the document, which I found very useful and saves time. Also, I learned to organize the information that we have in points in columns without having to insert a table or make spaces until we get another column. And it is done in a very simple way, which I found very useful and I will use upcoming homeworks, because there are times when there are few points to touch and I take a lot of space by putting everything down. But now I know how to arrange in a column and save more space.
Well, hi, my name is Maite, and today I'm gonna talk about the Word tutorial video. Well, I learned several tips from the video that I didn't know before, and I will definitely like to implement in my work with Word. First, the option to select all text with similar formatting to apply changes across multiple headings at once is something that I hadn't used before, and I think it will save me a lot of time when trying to keep styles consistent in large documents. Well, second one will be the Shift plus F3 keyboard shortcut to toggle between uppercase, lowercase, and title case. It's also new to me. It's a simple tool, but it makes handling text formatting much easier without having to navigate through menus. I will definitely start using this. I also found the use of smart art to create visual diagrams within Word to be interesting. Although I have used smart art before, and I didn't realize you could place it behind the text to save space and improve the document's overall layout. It makes the content more dynamic and visually appealing. Another helpful trick was learning to duplicate shapes while keeping their formatting, including colors, shadows, or borders. Setting a default shape with specific formatting is something I want to implement as well, as it will help maintain visual consistency without having to adjust each shape individually. Lastly, using icons and shapes to enhance the top and bottom of a document adds a professional and visual attractive touch, something I hadn't considered for my own work. These details greatly improve the document's presentation without having to switch to design software. And well, that will be everything. Thanks for watching.
It is important to know the rich capacity of a platform by carrying out with detailed work and with good presentation. We must obtain the maximum potential of it, in this case of Microsoft Word document resource, so we are not informed of how we can implement in a better way the variety of font formatting actions by going to the font dialog box, pressing Ctrl D, or by clicking the dialog launcher over the arrow in the right hand corner. We can make a lot of change to the dialog, like text alignment, line spacing, tabs and indents, borders and shading, and other paragraph enhancements, creating a format that fits the topic and formatting that is being requested or want to be combined. On the other hand, we have document formatting, where we were able to learn about new tools that make it easier to create a file. For example, if we want to apply different page formatting throughout a document, changing the main title of the page by creating a section break.
Hi, I'm going to talk about some formatting that I usually don't apply on documents because I don't pay that much of attention to make it look more professional. So to implement professional formatting tools in a Microsoft Word document, it's important to follow a series of steps that ensure clarity, consistency, and an attractive presentation. So I'm going to list them all. Firstly, we have an essential tool that is the use of sections. Sections can allow you to apply different formats to different parts of the document. The paragraph formatting also plays a crucial role. This ensures you use adequate line and paragraph spacing to improve readability. For example, in a proposal document, you might set the line spacing to 1.5 lines and add extra space after each paragraph. This can be adjusted in the Home tab under the paragraph group. We also have the page numbering, that this is another key tool. For long documents, it's useful to have different numbering formats in different sections. For example, you can use Roman numerals in the introduction and Arabic numerals in the main body of the document. Implementing these tools not only improves the appearance of your document, but also makes the content easier to understand and navigate. A well-formatted document reflects professionalism and attention to detail, which is essential in any professional setting.
Alrighty, so after watching the video on Word formatting titled Report Formatting in Word, Complete Guide to a Professional Look, we fathomed out there were a couple of key areas where we either forgot to fulfill certain tasks or lacked knowledge. Namely, we have forgotten to add footers and page numbers, even though we were familiar with how to implement them. This oversight undermines the professionalism and navigability of our documents, particularly in multi-page reports. Furthermore, we lacked knowledge about how to properly edit in contrasting paragraph styles using Microsoft Word's special tools for it, to wit, how to structure texts using manifold headline levels to organize content in a more telling manner. This is essential for keeping a steady format, especially when structuring sections and subsections with different headline levels. For instance, heading 1, heading 2, etc. Without this, our reports lack visual hierarchy and clarity. Now, as to the future practices, for future reports, we will make sure they include both footers and relevant information. For example, the document title or the date, and page numbers. For instance, in a multi-page report on legal case studies, we could use a footer taking the report's title on the left side and page number on the right one. This can be done by navigating to the Insert tab in Word, using footer and choosing a style that fits the document's tone, followed by inserting page number. Moreover, to brush up organization, we will use the Styles menu in Word to shape a clear structure with unlike headline levels. For instance, you could use heading 1, which would include the main sections such as introduction, analysis, and conclusion. And then heading 2 would be the subsections under each, like background of the case or legal framework and like. And as for the normal style, the normal text, for body text, we would ensure consistency in spacing, font size, and alignment. And for a concrete example would be like heading 1, analysis, with the heading 2 being, for instance, our legal framework, and the normal text something like this section will explore the relevant legal framework based on case law and applicable statutes. That's pretty much it for my part. Thank you.
After watching the videos on text formatting in professional reports, I learned aspects that I didn't not apply. For example, I did not know before how to divide the sections of the document correctly, which is important to separate the cover page from the main content. I also discovered the importance of customizing text styles, such as using Arial and small caps for headings, or avoiding justified text due to poor word distribution in Word. Um, I also learned that you can add image with captions and adjust margin specifically for the title page, achieving a better presentation. Also, I didn't implement the use of section control footers, which create problems of inconsistent formatting. And another point I was unaware of was the use of an automatic table of contents linked to the headings and the ability to customize it, which makes the report more organized. For now, I will apply this knowledge when creating reports. I will use a specific section for cover pages, optimize margins to make graphics stand out better, and use lists, figures, and tables with clear captions to improve readability. I will also be sure to include a table of contents that updates automatically, making it easier to navigate through the document. And implementing these changes will not only improve the attractive of my reports, but will also increase their functionality and professionalism.